All right, knife lovers, coming at you here on a soggy Monday. Just pouring the rain down here where I'm at this morning. But getting ready to go on vacation tomorrow. Go visit my granddaughter for her first birthday. So I thought I would need to knock a video out of the way. And it is Monday, and you hear all these people making up these names: My Carta Monday, Fixed Blade Friday, Stagger Day, Trapper Tuesday. But since it's Monday, thought I'd pull out a muskrat. I pulled out a muskrat last week. Showed you guys that Baron Son, a stag handle muskrat I got that was made for Smoky Mountain Knife Works back in 2010. Well, this one here is another. I picked this up at a flea market just because it had the box. I kind of tend to only buy knives with boxes these days, unless I just get a smoking deal on something. But if I'm gonna spend, anything 40 plus on a knife, I just want a box with it because it just looks better in my case. You got the original knife with the original box, and it's even better if it's got the paperwork. But inside this little box here is a Remington knife. Now, Remington started making knives probably 1920, and I believe they quit in 1940 to support the war effort. At least that's the information I can find. I do have that Goins encyclopedia at home. I just didn't have time this weekend to kind of go through it and do any research, but I think it was in 1920 to 1940. They made some beautiful knives, and I think GEC is now making their knives, which is, you want one of these, you're going to spend a couple $100 on it. But I think I gave $60 for this one here. It isn't really a special knife, but I just like the looks of it, and I liked what it was and what it did. If you look, it's got the bullet shield on it. I do have the original paperwork. I do have the original wrapping that came with the knife as well. I'll just kind of put that there. But if we look through the paperwork here, congratulations, it says. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. But congratulations, your decision. The R4466 Muskrat. One thing about these knives is these were picked back up probably in the 80s by Camillus to manufacture them again, but this paperwork just tells you to oil it, and that it's brass parts, and it's made of durable Durlin. Oh, buddy. I'm not a Durlin fan at all, but it is what it is. I don't know. Stagalon, Durlin. In my book, it's all subpar material. It probably does last a while, but nothing beats Stag or Bone. You're just not going to beat that. This knife, when I did pick it up, the whole bottom of it was just stained. Black gunk, like it sat in some gunk. Like someone just bought this and sat it in a puddle of oil like this for years on end. So it did take me some scrubbing, some flits, stuff like that to get it looking the way it does now. I ain't cleaned this thoroughly, but enough to get that black stuff off of there. If you look, it does have some little gappage right here, but other than that, it's a pretty clean little knife. But there's a reason I like this Muskrat. It's just a little different, just because of the type of blades it does have. If you look, you got the main clip point here. Oh, and half stops. The other day I did say I don't think I had any muskrats with half stops besides the Queen, but forgot about this one. It does have half stops, but it has the clip point blade. If you look there, it's Remington trademark. Remington UMC, made in USA. Now here is where it gets a little fancy, a little different. Oh, that Durlin. Oh, I just don't like it, but oh well. So it's got the old spade blade as the secondary blade. It's a little different. If you are a trapper, a lot of hunters, a lot of trappers do carry a muskrat. They used to carry a muskrat. I don't know too many people that do that anymore. I do know a few. Muskrats are good knives. I think they just have basically the same blade on each side. That way, when one gets dull, you just flip open the other one and you just keep on working. But this right here has the spade blade. Get out the spade blade, fellas. You've heard me say it before. If you look, this does have the same kind of trademark stamping on the back side, with the Remington UMC, US, made in USA. This side does have the year, and that's one of the reasons I did buy this. Well, two reasons. The first is the style of blades it has. The second, it's made in 1988. If we all know anything, it's back in those days, things were made just a little bit better. Not perfect, but this is made by Camillus out of New York. I do have a regular Camillus Muskrat as well, yellow handled. Nothing special. The yellow jacket verbiage on one of the clip point blades, but this is just a bullet knife, they call them. They're decent little knives. No one ever used this. Always run into that. People buying these knives and never using them, never sharpen them. But yeah, it's a clean little. Let's just open it all the way up here. It's just a clean little knife. The inside of it's pretty clean. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there really isn't no lint or staining that I can see on the inside, which I'm surprised because of the amount of gunk I did have to clean off of the back side of the springs. So if you look here, the model number R446, made in 88. So yeah, clean little darling knife. Now if you pick this knife up in a green box that looked like a shotgun shell box, and it has sterling on your bullet shield, that's a little more special of a knife. That's going to be a bone handled knife. It's going to be, the shield itself is going to be made out of sterling silver. That's why they call them the silver bullet, and it comes in a green Remington box, kind of a flat box. It kind of looks like I don't know, like your 12 gauge or 410 shotgun shell boxes. Those are pretty special knives, and I've bid on a few on eBay. I haven't been lucky enough to get one at a price point where I feel comfortable. I'd say something like that. If I'm gonna get it offline, I don't want to pay any more than $80 because you don't know what you're getting when you receive it. But my buddy out at the flea market, he does have some. He just never brings them out there. So maybe I'll talk to him about. Maybe I'll just give him some money down on one, and he can bring a selection, and then I can just, find one I want and pick out one and pay him the rest of the money. However he wants to do it. He does have an inventory of them. I just don't know how much or what they are. So, but I know he'd bring them out there if I was really interested. He'd bring them out there for me to purchase one. But you look, the silver pins are in pretty good shape. Everything about this knife is good shape. Just the little gaps right there on that spring, and kind of in the same spot on each end, but there it is. Muskrat Monday, bullet knife, Remington, 1988. Durlin handle, but yeah, these are nice little knives. I believe GEC is starting to make these for Remington. They're making a Remington knife. They picked up the rights for that. I don't know who actually owned the rights. Probably that Blue Ridge Knives or something. And it's hard to tell how that stuff passes hands and things like that. And you can barely keep up with it. But if you get a hold of a GEC one these days, you're probably going to pay. If you don't get it when they first come out, you're going to pay a pretty penny on the secondary market. Probably well over $200. So, but they're a well-made knife. You're going to get it, and you're going to put it in a case and probably never carry it. It's going to be that nice. But but hey, Muskrat Monday, something a little different. Spade bladed muskrat knife with half stops, and don't forget to pick up your Wicked Wax and head on over to DLT Trading. They can't beat them when it comes to purchasing knives. You just can't do it. So there it is, just a short little video this morning talking about a kind of a different style little muskrat. Like I said, I'll be on vacation, so I may not put out a video till Sunday or Monday of next week, but hopefully by then my Bark River, my A2 gunny is back, and I can kind of make a video on it and compare it to that ultralight bushcrafter that I sharpened up and really got it sparkling sharp. So I'd like to take it and kind of compare it to that A2 gunny, especially now that I got a full height grind put on it and the ramp removed. Really want to compare it when it comes to like feather sticking, fire making, things like that. Just overall, kind of a trail knife, something you take out camping. I'm not going to carry a Bravo 1 hiking through the woods, just too big. I carry a backpack that's got some stuff in it, so I don't need a huge knife. If I need something that big, I'll just carry a little hatchet or a camp axe or something like that if I'm going out for days on end and think I'm going to need to build a shelter. But yeah, it's a little bit about this little Remington 1988 model. A lot of people probably had one of these and probably just they may have used them and then ended up in a car seat or in a mud puddle or in a field somewhere. But this is a survivor. So you guys have a good weekend. Peace.